Hello everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and in this lesson I'm going to show you some basic chord progressions on the tenor guitar using a Fretboard Toolbox CGDA edition. So the trick to this is going to be that I have only played the tenor guitar for 2 days now. So, but it's set up similar to a mandolin in terms of its tuning, and so some of the chord shapes make sense, and I'll just show you some of the things that I've figured out so far in my first couple days here, and show you how you can use those ideas all up and down the neck, and hopefully you'll find something cool. So let's take a look. Okay, to look at some chord progressions in the key of C major, we're just going to look at some basic kind of chord progressions today. We'll turn to page 19 of the toolbox here, and what we need to know going into this is I need to know that C major is my 1 chord, D minor is my 2 chord, E minor is my 3 chord, F major is my 4, G major is my 5, and A minor is my 6. So the chord progressions we're going to look at today will use most of those chords, some if not all of those chords. And then the other thing you need to know is like C major chords are going to be built out of the notes C, E, and G. They just use the 1, 3, 5 columns. So C majors are going to use just the notes C, E, and G when I play those chords. F majors are just going to use the notes F, A, and C. G majors are going to use the notes G, B, and D. And then a D minor chord, a 2 chord, is going to use the notes D, F, and A. E minor is going to use E, G, B. A minor is going to use A, C, E. So I need to know the Roman numerals, how to build them, and then that all of these guys are all in the same key here, which is why they're sounding okay together. Now, I've only had a tenor guitar for about 48 hours now, so forgive me for any mistakes that I make. Not that I don't make mistakes with all the other instruments, but this one I'm for sure way new at. So the first progression we want to look at is just a 1-5-1 progression: C major, G major, C major. So the C major I'm going to play is going to be it's made of the notes C, E, and G. So I'm going to go open, open, E, G. I'm sorry, C, G, E, C, like that. Open, open, 2, 3. So I got my C major. Now the G major is made of G, B, and D notes. It's made of G, B, and D notes. So I'm going to go D, G, D, B. Okay, so that's C major, G major, C major. So the cool thing is that with a 1 chord to a 5 chord to a 1 chord, you're going to hear this tension. That's the G major, and it makes you want to go back to that C major. So think about that one. Try to listen for that when you hear that. Whenever you hear something on a 5 chord, listen to how it leads your ear back to a 1 chord. So we'll see that in a few more progressions here. So that was just 1-5-1. Then if we want to do a 1-4-5 progression, 1-4-5 is kind of the background of tons and tons of music, like the backbone, excuse me, of tons and tons of music. So that's C major, F major, G major. So I already showed you how to do C major and G major. F major is going to be made of the notes F, A, C. So I'm going to use open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and then open. So the cool thing about C major to F major is that they're just same kind of position. Just you got C major here, F major, G major. Okay, so that's C major, F major, G major, C major. So that's 1, 4, 5, 1. So 1-4-5, huge progression. You can invert that and do a 1-5-4 progression. That's C major, G major, F major. It's going to give you a little bit of a different sound. So that's C major is 1, G major is 5, F major is 4, back to 1. So that's a 1-5-4 progression. A 1-6-4-5 progression: C, A minor, F major, G major. The A minor, I don't know if it's the real way to play it, but I saw that you could leave the C open and play A, E, C right here. And I like that just because when I have the C major going, I've already got these 2 frets down, and then if I just add this A, now it becomes an A minor. So I'm going to do C major, A minor, F major, G major. So that's C major, A minor. So I just added that A note. Just added the A up here on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. C major, A minor, F major, G major, C major. C major is a fun key I'm seeing to play on this instrument because there's so many kind of 2-fingered chords that you can do. That was just C, A minor, F major, G major, back to C major. A 1-6-2-5 progression is going to be C major, A minor, D minor, G major. And I'll use the C major I showed you earlier, the A minor I showed you earlier, the D minor, the 2 chord. D minors are made of the notes D, F, and A. So a D minor, I'm going to do D, A, F, D, just because I know this position from mandolin. It's just kind of a bit stretchier here, but I've got so I got C major is my 1 chord, and then A minor is my 6th chord, D minor is my 2 chord, G major is 5, and remember that 5 chord has that tension that makes you want to come back to the root. So that was just D major, A minor, D minor, G major, back to C major. And then I can do a 1-2-4-5 progression. So the main idea I'm wanting to just show you here, there's nothing magical about these progressions. It's just that these chords that are all within the same key have lots of ways to arrange them. Now this box is going to have ways that you break those chord rules. So anything that you see in italics here is going to actually be breaking a rule of the key. So anything you see in my books that's in italics is that way because it's breaking some kind of rule. It's not having a 1 chord be a major and the 2 chord be a minor and the 3 chord be a minor. So I'll explain more about that later, but for right now, just looking at if we want to do a 1-2-4-5 progression, we've got C major, D minor, so that's just 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, and then I could also play it like this. I should show you that. If I play D, A, F, and then leave the 1st string open, that's still a D minor because it still uses the notes D, F, and A. So that might have been a better way to show you. So that was D, 2nd fret, A, F, so 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and then open. So if I want to do that, C major to D minor, let me think about that. There we go. C major, D minor, F major, G major, back to C major. So there's just a lot of pretty ways that you can arrange these chords that are within the key. The last one we'll look at, and then call it good, is a 5-4-1 progression, G, F, C. So I'm going from the 5 chord to the 4 chord back to the 1. And that would be like this, G, F, C, G, F, C. So there's a lot of songs that use that progression, and it has a kind of pretty sound because it's kind of a descending instead of 1, 4, 5, back to 1. It's 5, 4, 1. So there's lots of ways to arrange those chords. Once you know like which notes build those chords, and you can see a lot of different ways to arrange them, there's all kinds of cool things you can do with being able to play those chords anywhere on the fretboard that you want. So I hope you found something useful out of that lesson today, and if you did, please subscribe, and I'll have lots more videos coming on lots of different instruments. And if you want to check out the website and see where you can get a toolbox for yourself, I'd be appreciative if you did. So thanks for taking a look.